On the news tonight, Oshibajo has passion for excellence, says Buhari. It is not the duty of government to create jobs. Additional. Ingige counters Obaseki over no cash to pay salary. I was never arrested by UK immigration at Heathrow Airport. On to the next headlines. Stop last-minute theft of Treasury. Labour tells Buhari. Suspended Adamawa wreck. Yunusa Ari speaks on receiving 2 billion naira bribe. Sudan, NIDCOM denies allegation of ethnic bias. And to sports, Olympic qualifiers. Nigeria drawn against Mali, Senegal, Uganda. For more updates of our broadcast on YouTube, our handle is BGI TV Current. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell, select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagede Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. For advert placement of goods and services, coverage of events and functions, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. The news in details. President Muhammad Buhari has described Vice President Yemi Oshibajo as a dedicated and loyal compatriot with a passionate desire for the development of Nigeria. He thanked Mr. Oshibajo for his selflessness and passion for excellence in the execution of tasks assigned to his office, acknowledging all of his visits to the different parts of the country to identify with the common people. One thing that is admirable of the Vice President is his passion for excellence in everything he is involved with. Mr. Buhari was one of the distinguished Nigerians that extolled the qualities of Mr. Oshibajo at the public presentation of a book in the Vice President's honor. The President spoke on Monday at a virtual unveiling of the book Oshibajo's Strides, Defining Moment of an Innovative Leader, written in honor of the Vice President by a team of 25 journalists. Mr. Buhari, represented by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boz Mustafa, applauded Mr. Oshibajo's dedication to service, especially in catering for the interests of the masses. Beside all of his official engagement as Vice President of Nigeria, were also these attributes exhibited by him right from the campaigns, how he ensured that the right things were done, he said. Mr. Oshibajo said he felt honored to be celebrated in such a manner. To the next story. The special advisor to the President on Media and Publicity, Mr. Femi Adesina, has disclosed that it is not the responsibility of the government to create jobs for its citizens. He said this Tuesday morning on Rise News television program, The Morning Show, while speaking on the achievements of the President, Major General Muhammad Buhari, retired in the last 8 years. Adesina noted that all that government does is create an enabling environment for creating jobs, while the private sector creates jobs. Responding to questions he was asked on President Muhammad Buhari's promise to create 3 million jobs annually in 2015, Adesina said, "Did you say 3 million jobs was promised as requested?" He further said, regard as it may, it is the job and the duty of the government to create an enabling environment for jobs in the country. It is not the government itself that creates jobs. All it does is to create an enabling environment. To the next story. Labour Minister Chris Ingige has dismissed Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki's warning that the federal and state government may not be able to pay salaries beyond next month. Speaking on national television, Ingige referred to Obaseki's statement as an alarm and assured workers that the federal government has the capacity to meet the proposed pay rise. Ingige stated that payment of salaries and proposed increases are being budgeted for and that 350 million naira has been captured in the appropriation budget of 2023. On the topic of job creation, Ingige stated that job creation is a cross-cutting issue and that the private sector is also responsible for job creation. He added that if the economy is facing challenges, there will not be enough money in the system to create jobs. Ingige noted that foreign investment into the country has gone down, contributing to the high unemployment rate within Nigeria. While Nigerian workers have the right to ask for more wages, Ngige expressed that he did not like the idea of equating minimum wage with dollars, as most of the consumables that workers purchase are not bought in dollarized markets. And to the next story. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party, LP, Peter Obi, has claimed that he was never arrested by the UK immigration officials, contrary to viral reports that he was detained at the airport in the United Kingdom. Obi stated this while speaking in an interview on Arise TV on Monday. According to the Labour Party presidential candidate, he was merely stopped for a routine immigration check. Obi said he was only checked because it appeared his identity was duplicated by someone. The former governor of Anambra State stated this as he got a VIP treatment. Obi insisted that he was never arrested, stressing that the routine immigration check lasted less than 20 minutes. Recall that the former Anambra State governor was allegedly detained for hours at Heathrow Airport, London, by UK immigration officials. Meanwhile, Obi had earlier said he has never deliberately violated any law in relation to his alleged detention by the UK Immigration Service. He said he has lived all his life in the most law-abiding manner and he will never knowingly break any law. To the next story. The Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) and their Trade Union Congress of Nigeria (TUC) counterpart has called on President Muhammadu Buhari to focus his efforts on mitigating last-minute looting of the nation's treasury as his administration winds down. This was of the President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Workers' Day promise of tackling issues facing the workforce with an emphasis on a reviewed minimum wage structure. In a joint address delivered at the National Workers' Day celebration held at the Eagle Square, Abuja, the organized labor unions advised the president to caution members of his administration from plugging the country into a ruin with retrieving. The outgoing president must take steps to ensure that those in his administration planning last-minute looting on the nation's treasury are stopped, they said. Speaking on the nation's debt profile, they lamented the state of continuous borrowing that has left the economy non-progressive. Our debt profile as a nation must worry every patriot, and it worries us not just as workers, but also as citizens of Nigeria. We go to Adamawa State. The suspended Resident Electoral Commissioner (REC) of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) in Adamawa State, Barrister Udu Yunusa Ari, has denied allegations that he received 2 billion naira to declare Aisha Binani, the All Progressive Congress APC candidate, as the winner of the governorship election in Adamawa State. In an interview with BBC Hausa Service, Ari insisted that announcing the result was his responsibility and was backed by law. He expressed no regrets over his actions during the election, stating, "I have no regrets whatsoever. When you do something that was allowed to be done in a democracy, there are no regrets." Yunusa Ari refuted claims of evading the police and revealed that he plans to present himself to authorities this week. He added that neither the DSS nor the Nigerian police had sought him out. Information learned that the suspended REC stated that he never accused the state governor, Madu Fintiri, of bribing anyone. He, however, stated that there were allegations of bribery. From that story, we go to the next one. Nigerians in Diaspora Commission (NIDCOM) has debunked accusations of ethnic bias during the evacuation of stranded Nigerians in Sudan. In a statement issued on Tuesday, NIDCOM described the allegation as a fabricated lie from the pit of hell. Several sources allege that the chairman, CEO, Honorable Dr. Abike Dabiri Erewa, prevented Igbos from boarding buses hired by the federal government to evacuate stranded Nigerians from the war-torn Khartoum in Sudan. NIDCOM clarified the reason why stranded Nigerians were grouped according to their state of origin, saying reports from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs staff on ground in Khartoum indicated that when the boarding of buses began, the situation was so chaotic that some people, including non-Nigerians, jumped in violently, some with daggers, through the windows. To bring sanity and to abide by the instruction of the Minister of Foreign Affairs that priority should be given to women, children, and students. The officials started calling them in according to states in alphabetical order, beginning with Abia State. Reports from Sudan indicated that all who converge at the prescribed locations were to be picked up, all of being moved in 40 buses either towards Port Sudan or towards Egyptian's border. From that story, we'll go to the next one from Enugu State. Some gunmen have invaded Akwafo community in Nkano East local government area of Enugu State, killing 2 residents, including a palace secretary of Ajeme Akwafo Autonomous Community, identified as Chukuma Namoke. Sahara reporters reliably gathered that no fewer than 4 persons have been killed in the community, with several others critically injured by same gunmen in the last 3 weeks. It was reliably gathered that the gunmen, who are avenging the burning and demolition of houses of members of the Eastern Security Network, ESN, from the community during military invasion in December 2022, permanently shut down schools, primary and secondary, markets and churches activities in 3 autonomous communities in Akwafo. They were said to have identified some villagers to kill for allegedly providing information on ESN members in the community to the Nigerian security agencies. A community source told trial reporters that the gunmen sacked residents from their homes who are now refugees in the state capital and in the neighboring communities. Going on to the foreign story. The United States might be unable to pay its bills by June 1 if Congress does not raise or suspend the debt limit, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has warned. After reviewing recent federal tax receipts, our best estimate is that we will be unable to continue to satisfy all the government's obligations by early June and potentially as early June 1st if Congress does not raise or suspend the debt limit before that time, explained the uncle of the U.S. Department of Treasury. Ms. Yellen issued the warning Monday in a letter to Congress, stating that the country could run out of money to fund its bills by June 1st. Given the current projections, it is imperative that Congress act as soon as possible to increase or suspend the debt limit in a way that provides longer-term certainty that the government will continue to make its payments, said Ms. Yellen in a letter to the Congress. In case you're just joining, you are watching the world news from BGI TV Current, and to end the news is a sports story. Nigeria's senior men's basketball team, the Tigers, have been drawn with Uganda, Senegal, and Mali in Group A of the 2024 FIBA Olympic pre-qualifying tournament. The draw took place on Monday, 4th, 2023. Group B will be contested by Democratic Republic of Congo, Tunisia, Cameroon, and Guinea. The tournament will be held from 12th to 20th August 2023 in Lagos, Nigeria. The winning team will qualify for the 2024 FIBA Men's Olympic qualifying tournament. With that sports story, we end the world news this hour. Before we go, some major headlines. Oshibajo has passion for excellence, says Buhari. It is not the duty of government to create jobs, additional claims. Ngige counters Obaseki over no cash to pay salary claim. On the headlines, I was never arrested by UK immigration at Heathrow Airport, Peter Obi says. We also brought to you, stop last-minute theft of Treasury, Labour tells Buhari. And to foreign, UK could run out of cash by June 1st, Treasury Secretary says. And finally on sports, Olympic qualifiers, Nigeria drawn against Mali, Senegal, and Uganda. For more updates of our broadcast on YouTube, our handle is BGI TV Current. Kindly subscribe and click on the notification bell. Select option all to access all of our broadcasts. On Facebook, Bagide Imo with Alawiye Adebayo. Please like and follow the page. For advert placement of your goods and services, coverage of events, both indoors and outdoors, please dial the phone number streaming on your screen. Thank you for watching. I am Morire Rebila Lawal. Good evening.